What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a new transfer episode update today. And the date is going to be a Sunday the 22nd of December and we have got a lot to get through. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and after Christmas, every day at 8 AM UK time will be a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, who is the best player you've ever used on any FIFA Ultimate Team? And like I said before, we have got a lot to get through. So first up, we have got a transfer in Mexico, and it's going to be the Argentine playmaker Luciano Acosta. He's joined Atlas from MLS side DC United on a free transfer, and bear in mind 1 year ago he was very close to moving to Paris Saint-Germain. He even said he passed his medical and chose a shirt number with the French champions, but unfortunately for him the deal fell through on deadline day. Toby Alderweireld has signed a new contract at Tottenham, keeping him at the club until 2023. They are still hoping that Christian Eriksen and Jan Vertonghen both follow in pursuit of that, but as of right now they are expected to go on free transfers in the summer. Galatasaray have offered 32-year-old attacking midfielder and free agent Hatem Benar for an 18-month contract. Alongside the Turkish Giants, his former side Lyon have also put an offer on the table, but as of right now he's yet to respond to either deal. Now we have got two new managers in the Premier League, and first up is the full confirmation of Mikel Arteta going to Arsenal. He signed a 3.5-year contract at the Emirates, and that's after leaving Man City after working with Pep Guardiola. And Everton have appointed Carlo Ancelotti as the club's new manager on a 4.5-year contract, that's after he left Napoli over a week ago. And I'm currently recording this commentary whilst watching Everton vs Arsenal, and it's the 89th minute 0-0. It has been a very poor game, but of course both managers are yet to fully take over until Monday. And now moving on, according to Goal.com, they're saying the Juventus striker Mario Mandzukic is currently in Qatar, and he looks set to finalise a move to a team in the Qatar Stars League. He could decide his future in the next 48 hours, but that was written a day ago, so by the end of today, he might have his new club. Iniesta is weighing up a potential move to Argentina from Japan, according to TNT Sports. The 35-year-old has a year left on his current contract with Vissel Kobe, but Estudiantes are now interested in his services. If Iniesta does join the Argentine club next year, he'll reunite with former Barca teammates Javier Mascherano, who joined from a CSL side a couple of weeks ago, and Gabriel Milito. An interesting story from Bild is that Granit Xhaka has informed his Arsenal teammates that he'll leave the club in January. Hertha Berlin are willing to smash their transfer record to sign the midfielder, and the fee they've mentioned is 45 million euros. And I'm pretty sure a few years ago when he signed for Arsenal it was like 40 million, they've somehow made a profit. Now we move on to a few stories from RMC, and they have been quite active in the last couple of days in regards to teams in the French League and potential transfers going ahead. So first up, they're saying Paris Saint-Germain have rejected a loan offer from Lyon, and that's for German playmaker Julian Draxler. They would be open to selling him next month for a fee in the region of 20 million euros, and Lyon are definitely looking to bring some attackers in after losing René Adelaide and Memphis Depay with ACL injuries. Another story is saying that Lyon have held discussions with Adrien Rabiot's entourage about a potential loan move next month, but the recent UCL draw has scuppered a deal. I'm not sure how much football he's played for Juve this season after making the move from Paris Saint-Germain, but I know last season for PSG he hardly played any football, that was pretty much over a year ago it started. Le Progress are saying that Lyon intends to make an approach for 33-year-old Valencia defender Ezequiel Garay. He only has 6 months left on his current contract with the Spanish side, and he is seen internally at Lyon as a credible stopgap replacement for Brazilian central defender Marcelo, who is poised to quit the club next month due to a conflict with a portion of the club's fan base. Tottenham want to sign West Ham centre-back Issa Diop, and they see him as a long-term replacement for both Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen. West Ham are likely to demand £50 million however, and that could potentially put Spurs off. West Ham have sent scouts to watch both Gabriel Barbosa and Bruno Henrique at the Club World Cup final against Liverpool yesterday, and that story is from 90 Min. Gabigol is expected to lead the Brazilian champions, but in regards to the interest there probably will be a lot because Inter have basically publicly said that he's not in their plans for the upcoming season and they are looking to move him on. But I'm not sure how much it would cost. The quotes before were like 20 to 40 million euros, and that could be quite a big risk. PSG are in active negotiations with Juventus to sign German midfielder Emre Can, according to RMC. Their transfer budget, however, is fairly low, and as a result of that, their sporting director Leonardo is offered a straight swap deal. So it'd be Emre Can going to PSG and Leandro Paredes going to Juventus. And the same article goes on to mention that alongside talks for Emre Can, PSG are in ongoing discussions with the representatives of Juventus fullback Matteo De Sciglio. He was linked to a move to Paris back in the summer window, but nothing really went ahead. But now with the likely departure of Thomas Meunier at some point in the near future, it could all happen. A short one from Goal.com is that Bordeaux want to sign Chelsea forward Olivier Giroud in January, and despite the interest from the French side though, alongside Lyon on top of Bordeaux, Inter Milan still remain the favourites. His contract at Stamford Bridge is set to expire next month, meaning that Chelsea could lose him on a free transfer maybe in the summer, or sell him for a very cut price deal in the upcoming January window. And El Desmarque are saying Chelsea are prepared to offer Real Madrid €52 million or £44 million for Spanish midfielder Isco. The Blancos may be willing to sanction the 27-year-old's departure next summer, but he's very unlikely to move to West London in January. A transfer rumour that started a couple days ago is Ibrahimovic returning to the Premier League and going to Everton. He was set to follow Carlo Ancelotti to Goodison Park, but according to Gazzetta dello Sport, he's not interested in making the switch. Instead, he's debating over going back to AC Milan or even retiring. It would be sad to see Ibra hang up his boots, considering the fact that he's been a great striker to watch for many years now, and he's definitely a fan favourite, but maybe for FIFA Ultimate Team purposes, we might get an end of an era card, or maybe even an icon next year. Watford, Southampton and Bayer Leverkusen have joined AC Milan and Monaco in the race for Barca defender Todibo, according to L'Equipe. And RMC do mention that AC Milan's bid to get him on a €25 million option to buy, or obligation to buy should I say, and a loan deal for the rest of the season, they failed with that attempt. The young French defender does want to stay at the Camp Nou, and to be fair, Barca have said it's very unlikely they'll sell players this January, but it definitely hasn't stopped the rumours. Sky Sports are saying that Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham are among a host of clubs monitoring Lille striker Victor Osimhen. I'm not going to claim I've seen him too much because I definitely haven't, but I do know he scored a decent amount of goals so far this season. And as for a price, that's literally all it says, that the interest is there, they don't mention how much it would cost. Gazzetta dello Sport are saying Inter Milan are preparing a €20 million bid for Barca midfielder Arturo Vidal. He's also linked to Manchester United over this January window, but Inter Milan still seems like his most likely destination, where he would re-link up with Antonio Conte. Atletico Madrid are reportedly chasing the signature of Nemanja Matic, according to Gianluca Damasio. If the Serbian defensive midfielder does indeed leave Manchester United in search of playing time, Atletico Madrid may be keen to capitalise in January. Alternatively, they could sign him on a pre-contract agreement for the start of next season, and that's because his contract at United is set to expire next summer. They will face competition for him though, because both Inter and AC Milan want to sign him. And now moving on, according to Calcio Mercato, Juventus are set to keep hold of Turkish defender Merih Demiral. He's 21 years old and showing a lot of potential, and there was interest from multiple Premier League sides. That list includes Manchester United, Arsenal and most recently Leicester City. Arsenal and Germany midfielder Mesut Ozil are set to join Turkish side Fenerbahce on a 6-month loan deal. It'll start in the January transfer window until the end of the season, and they might even be able to get him on a permanent basis at the end of the current campaign. El Desmarque are saying Chelsea are among a number of Premier League clubs looking to sign Real Madrid and Brazil forward Vinicius Jr. in January. It has been stated before that Madrid have no intention of selling him, and that's even with the rumours saying that he could be involved in a potential deal for Mbappe. Los Blancos rate him very highly, and it makes sense why he's got bags of potential, but if Chelsea were to pull off that type of deal, it'd be very impressive. Borussia Dortmund are eager to sign Real Madrid fullback Hakimi on a permanent deal at the end of the season. The 21-year-old is currently 6 months away from ending a 2-year loan spell with a Bundesliga side, but Dortmund are hoping to retain his services. But Zinedine Zidane, he has other plans for that. He wants to bring him back to Santiago Bernabeu and integrate him back into the squad for next season. Calcio Mercato report that Borussia Dortmund are looking to swoop for Napoli striker Dries Mertens in January. The Belgian's contract with Napoli expires at the end of the season, and so far has rejected any proposals to extend it. Dortmund could land the 32-year-old with a bid of just €10 million or £8.5 million, with Mertens potentially set to leave on a free in the summer. And despite him being 32 years old, for €10 million bringing a player of that ability in, it'd be an absolute bargain. And now moving on to Contra 10 Sport, they said Manchester City and Real Madrid are both interested in signing PSG midfielder and centre-back Marquinhos. His current deal does expire in 2022, but as of right now he's stalling on signing a new contract, and that has obviously sparked the interest from Real Madrid and Man City. Both are eager to capitalise on the uncertainty surrounding his future and have already made contact with his representatives. Man City are apparently looking to bring a central defender in, and they've been linked to Koulibaly and Nathan Ake as of late, but Marquinhos would be a great addition, not only because he's a brilliant centre back, like I said before at DM, he's very versatile now. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time after Christmas, and there will be a new upload. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.